10 interesting deep-sea creature facts. Here are 10 facts about deep-sea creatures that you probably didn't know. 1. The Atlantic wolffish is a type of fish that makes its own antifreeze to keep the blood flowing. The east and west shores of the Atlantic are where you may mostly find wolffish in that region. They enjoy diving in frigid waters that are 20 to 500 meters, 66 to 1,640 feet, deep and have a temperature range of -1 to 11 degrees Celsius, 30 to 52 degrees Fahrenheit. They may naturally make antifreeze to keep their blood flowing freely since they dwell in temperatures that are close to freezing. 2. Anglerfish mate by latching onto the female's body and merging with her, losing all of his internal organs until they share a bloodstream. In comparison to females, male anglerfish are much smaller and lack a bioluminescent lure above their lips. The male anglerfish has developed into a lifelong parasitic mate rather than continually looking for a female to mate with. A deep-sea mollusk known as a vampire squid has the ability to physically turn inside out when threatened. The vampire squid is a tiny mollusk that can grow to a length of 30 centimeters. Its gelatinous body is either velvety jet black in color or pale crimson. Tropical and temperate waters. Extreme deep-sea conditions are where it is most frequently found. Light-producing organs that emit flashes of light to confuse its prey are almost entirely covered on its body. It has 8 tentacles that are joined together by a skin webbing. The squid adopts a threat reaction position known as a pumpkin or pineapple posture whenever there is a threat. It makes itself appear larger than it is by bending its webbed tentacles backward. 4. When a male flabby whalefish reaches adulthood, it fused its mouth shut and stops feeding. After losing its stomach and esophagus, the fish grows a huge liver that sustains it for the rest of its life. One of the deepest dwelling species, fat whalefish, can be found at depths of 1,000 to 4,000 meters, 3,280 to 13,123 feet. The sexual dimorphism in adult whalefish is extremely marked. The females may devour prey that would be too big for them due to their flexible stomachs and long jaws. When males transition from the juvenile stage to adulthood, they fuse their mouths shut. 5. In reality, the blobfish appears to be no different from other fish. When it is removed from the tremendous depths it dwells in, it simply decompresses. Living at depths between 600 and 1,200 meters is the blobfish, 2,000 to 3,900 feet. The pressure is around 60 to 120 times greater than the pressure at sea level at such depths. Many bony fish have two swim bladders, which are gas-filled sacs that regulate buoyancy. They can maintain their current depth without expending any energy swimming thanks to it. The anus of slender snipe eels is really found on its throat due to its exceedingly tiny posterior. The slender snipe eels have bodies that are thin and taper toward their posteriors, as their name suggests. This explains why they only weigh a few ounces despite growing to a length of 1.5 meters, 5 feet. There are 750 vertebrae in their small body, which is more than any other mammal on Earth. Their anus, which is presently on their throats, was forced to advance during their evolution as a result of their narrowness. A fish from the deep water known as a barreleye has a transparent head and rotating green cylinder eyes. The seas of the Atlantic, Pacific, and Indian Oceans frequently include barreleyes or spookfish. They have broad, telescopic eyes that are barrel-shaped and pointed upward or ahead. The eyes have no cone cells but a remarkable number of rod cells. The barreleyes have a clear, dome-shaped head with a refractive index that is comparable to that of saltwater, in addition to having exceptional vision. The male gulper eel's teeth and jaws deteriorate but their olfactory organs increase as they get older. By detecting the pheromones generated by the females, the enlargement will assist them in finding their partners. All seas temperate and tropical zones have gulper eels, often known as pelican eels. They were given the name pelican because of their huge mouth, which virtually makes up their entire length and resembles a bird's beak. The female's olfactory organs do not grow as they develop, and their teeth and jaws do not degenerate like they do in males. The pigbutt worm or flying buttocks is a type of worm that resembles a disembodied pig's butt. Pigbutt worms are typically found in extremely low oxygen environments at depths between 875 and 1,200 meters, 2,800 and 4,000 feet. They resemble hazelnuts in size. They have segmented bodies, much like other worms do. The two center portions are greatly inflated, which gives them their rounded shape. 10. The interior of a salp is consumed by a critter known as a thieving pram insect before it crawls inside and lays eggs. It moves the hollowed-out nursery, bringing new food and water to her larvae. Except for the polar areas, all of the world's waters are home to the thieving pram insect, Arthronema. Despite the fact that they are frequently referred to as parasites, the females use the hollowed-out gelatinous shells of salps as crates for the larvae rather than a living host as parasites typically do.